Do you ever feel like being a solo creator that it's hard to get those cool cinematic angles and shots that you see in like the movies and high-end YouTube videos? Sort of like this. What if I told you I got all of those shots by myself? Let me show you how I did it. What's up, homie? My name is JD Andre, and I am an all-around creative, whether it's music production, rapping, cinematography, humor, comedy, whatever it is. I just love to entertain and create. For the majority of my time creating, I've always been a solo shooter. I've never really had a crew or had other people that were really there to help me. I always felt like I had to do it myself. As a young rapper with no money to buy beats, I had to learn to make beats. And not only did I not have money to pay for beats, I didn't have money to pay for videos, so I learned how to shoot my own music videos by myself. As a solo creator, my main tool for shooting videos by myself, other than the camera, was the tripod. And it still is. I'm actually using it right now to shoot this. However, I recently got these two new items, these two new tools. And not to say it takes the place of my tripod, it can do some things that my tripod just can't. But recently I got these two new tools, and I found that while they don't take the place of my tripod, they hold their own space where they can do things that a tripod just can't. And they have their own strengths and weaknesses. And those two tools that I'm talking about today are these bad boys right here. Let's talk about them. So the first tool I want to talk about is this one. This is the SMALLRIG magic arm clamp with the crab arm. This little guy is literally so versatile. You can attach it virtually anywhere. I mean, as long as it can fit between these teeth, look how wide it gets. Look at that. But literally, as long as it fits in here, you can literally attach it to anywhere. You could attach this to the back of a bike, you could attach this to a pole, you could attach it to a desk. Really, you can attach it to almost anything. So I took it around and I did some really cool shots with it, and just kind of to give you some examples of some things you can do. Let me show you some cool places where you can put the SMALLRIG magic arm on. One of the first places I want to talk about is on a door. So I put the SMALLRIG magic arm on top of a doorway, and you've definitely seen this shot in some movie. Like, it's a very common shot, but it's so effective. It's really easy to do, but it's really, really cool. And it just adds some pop to your videos, All I did was literally attach it to the top of my door, right? Not too close to the door hinge, but like right on top of the door. And you just clamp it, and you get a really cool perspective shot of you opening the door, Like, you get a really smooth tracking shot where the door is moving with, it's like you're getting the perspective of you being the top of the door, and it's just a really cool perspective shot. Another cool shot that I did with this, in my basement where I'm at right now currently, and one of my back rooms, I have an area where there's a lot of exposed piping. So it ended up being really cool. I literally grabbed this and I attached it to part of that piping, and the way that it was kind of sitting, it was at a certain angle where it was looking down at me, to the point where it almost kind of looked like a CCTV cam, kind of like this. I saw somebody on YouTube not too long ago, they attached one of these to the back of their bike, and they got a really cool shot where they could see, like, you can see their feet, the legs, and the back of the spokes, and it just looked really cool. Okay, I don't have a bike. However, what I do have is a longboard. So I went outside and I want to get this really cool shot of, like you seeing me ride the longboard. So the first attempt, I put the magic arm right on the side of the skateboard, screwed it on, and as you can see, it didn't come out all the way right. My leg was blocking the camera. All you saw was like my jeans at the bottom, and it wasn't a good shot. I could have been like, oh dang, the shot didn't work, I'll give up on it. No, that's not what we do. Instead of quitting there, I took it off and I moved it to the back of the skateboard. So that way I could angle it up a little bit to the point where you can see a little more of my body. You can also see my surroundings. So when I'm skating down, you can like really get a cool perspective. And that shot came out really tight. Also, I got another shot where I put it on the front of my skateboard just to kind of get an even different perspective. That way you can see my face a little more, and you can see like a front view, just to get like a cool different angle, I thought. Another cool shot that I like to use these to get are perspectives of inanimate objects shots, right? So a lot of things that you would have seen in like Breaking Bad. One cool shot that I got, I attached it to my phone, right? So I attached the clamp to my phone and I put the camera right on here, and I hooked it up to a point where I was holding my phone with one hand and the camera with the other, and I'm just taking a video of me kind of just walking around with my phone, right? And it just has this really cool perspective where it almost looks like you're holding this phone and that's like the point of view, it's a perspective shot. It ended up coming out and looking really cool, and I really dug it. Another cool shot that I got that was similar to that was using a TV remote. And again, same stuff. I just attached it to this little part right here, put my camera on here, and it gave you that cool perspective shot again. And this is just another cool little shot you can do if you want to spice your video up and add a little cool like POV perspective. But it just looks really cool. You can see all the buttons and you can see like what I'm doing to the TV, like turning on, changing the channel, whatever it is. And it just came out really cool. Okay, so the other mount I want to talk about is the Sirui alien suction cup car mount. And don't be fooled. It might. I found. Lord have mercy, that just scared the mess out of me. But just because it's called a car mount doesn't mean that you can only use this to get car mount shots, even though they look really cool. So I've already used this one many times in a few of my videos. Whenever I'm using like a video, I want to get like a perspective of me driving, whether that's on the inside or outside, I use this. And the cool thing about it is all you have to do is like press this little button right here, and you just kind of pump it and you put it on the surface while you're pumping it, and it just sticks to it. Obviously it works best on like glass, like hard plastic, you know, but I even noticed that like my ceilings, while they're not glass nor plastic, they're really flat, smooth surface, and it sticks up there pretty well. I did have a time where my thing, it did fall, okay? So sometimes these can be a little sketch sometimes, you know, so be wary, okay? Just be smart about what you're doing. Another cool shot that I think this always works really well for, I think this works perfect for anytime you're shooting anything in the bathroom. Because a lot of times with the bathroom, obviously because there's water, there has to be certain material in the bathroom. So I feel like this looks great. It just works really good when you try to suction cup it to the bathroom wall, you know, near the shower, or maybe like the tub somewhere, or like the mirror in front of you. And like if you're like brushing your teeth, you want to get a cool like mirror perspective shot. This is a great tool to use. And again, with cinematography, videography, you want to get creative. You know, don't just think about like regular hard flat surfaces. A cool, funny idea that I did, and this was just out the box me thinking, I literally had just bought a watermelon. I shoved that mug on there, pumped it, and it literally attached straight to the watermelon, and I got this really cool POV like watermelon video, and it was super funny. But that's something that this one just literally can't do. Like there's no way that you can fit all, look at that, ain't no way you fit a watermelon in that. But yeah, it's just like really, really cool. Where I think this shines in place of a tripod, you know, tripods are cool because they're stable, you can sit them down. But some tripods might not go as high as others, you know, some tripods you might not be able to get like certain angles. There might be some walls where you can just put this on and you can get a really quick shot, and it's literally 5 seconds to install. You put it on the wall, you pump it, and it's there. So you can get a quick shot. You can get exactly the height, the angle that you want without having to mess with like turning knobs and like clips or whatever's on your tripod. So yeah, another really cool mount, super sick, and just has so many uses. I mean, way more uses than I've even showed in this video. So yeah, these have become like literally some of my favorite tools to use when making like short films and videos. They just give you a lot more freedom and a lot more area to be creative with your shots, you know? And like I said, possibilities are literally endless. Like you can do so much with just these two things. And then you throw in a tripod, you can literally get whatever shot. You don't need anybody. Even with something like this, you wanna add a little bit of motion, which you can do if you have like a, so you have like a Roomba, you have like a electric skateboard. You just literally attach this to the skateboard, the Roomba, or whatever it is, screw it on in, put your camera on there, and then you can have like a little bit of motion in your shot, you know? Like I said, possibilities are endless. You can literally do whatever you want. I do believe that both of these items retail for somewhere around like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, no more than 30. You know, like I said, these aren't very expensive tools, but they are for sure a great investment. I definitely say that I definitely got both of them, but you don't have to get both of them. If you want to get one to start off first, I would say probably start off with the SMALLRIG magic arm with the crab clamp. Just I feel like this one's a little more versatile, just because there's a few more things I feel like you can use the clamp on rather than the suction cup. But the suction cup is also really still cool. But I would say start with this one and then work your way to upgrade to this one too, just to give you a little more versatility, you know? And these mounts aren't just for cameras. They work great for lights too. So if you want to get like a really cool like light angle where you, I don't know, you can have it like draped down. You can literally like connect it to the top of your ceiling, you know, clamp it up here and you can angle it down where the light is like hitting you. You can light a car shot doing that. There's just literally, the possibilities are endless. That's all I'm trying to say. You can literally do anything with these mounts. You can't let these little inconveniences stop you from creating. There's always a workaround. Sometimes you just have to get really creative. Even before I got these tools, I was experimenting, trying to get these cool shots. I remember this one time I used a skateboard with string and it was a whole ghetto contraption just to try to get like a cool moving shot. And it worked, and I got a cool shot, you know what I mean? But it's all about being creative. But I just feel like these mounts just really help out, you know? You just gotta remember, the key is to keep creating and not let anything hold you back. With a bit of ingenuity and the right tools, the possibilities are literally endless, and you can do whatever you want, regardless if you have someone to help you shoot or not. So, go start shooting. I'll definitely leave links to both of these items in the bio. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I just really love these tools. However, hey, SMALLRIG, if you want to sponsor me, Sirui, excuse me if I'm not pronouncing that right, but if y'all want to sponsor me, hey, I won't be mad. I am in the market for new lights, you know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if y'all do lights. I'm in the market for anything, honestly. Whatever you want to throw at me, I'm available. So anyway, I hope you dug the video. I hope you liked it. I hope it inspired you. I hope it gave you some good ideas, maybe to buy a new tool or to get creative and try to do something to get like a really cool creative shot. It's your boy JD Andre, and that's a wrap on another video. I got another video coming next week. What are your personal favorite tools for creating? Leave it down in the comments below. Thank you again for watching, homie. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.